Hello everybody, this is Dr. David Honey. I am come to you to talk about 3D Builder and trying to actually make a model from like a quadrant scan from a 3D intraoral scan. Um, this way is much faster, but sometimes you can't get away with it. So I'll show kind of two instances where you may have to go in Mesh Mixer and do it instead. So let's start up 3D Builder. Open, load an object. Let's try this one. All right. So a few things to note here. We have to import the model. And then what we have to do is like in Mesh Mixer, we have to extrude it out. So it always wants to extrude to the base here. So what we're going to do is take this and rotate it. All right. Edit. Extrude. So something's a little different about this than how Mesh Mixer does it. So it takes this plane and whatever's in this plane, it'll extrude down. With this being hollow, it's really tough. So we're going to go back and do another step here. So we're going to take this model, click on it, and hit merge. And what that's going to do, it's going to take about 30 seconds here. And what it's going to do is this area here that's all empty, it will fill that in. You can fill that in and then you can print that with supports if you want. If you needed a flat base, I'll show you how to do a flat base here. There you go. So now you have kind of like a model here, and you can print that with supports there. But if you want a flat base there, what it's going to want to do is extrude down. See, right now it's available. It can extrude down to the base. If for any reason you're down below the actual base here, the extrude down will not be highlighted because you have to be above the base just a little bit here. So let's do that. And then let's hit extrude down. So if we do that, this is something that's a little different than Mesh Mixer. So everything at this line is going to be extruded down. So all this anatomy that's right here, you're going to lose, but you can see the lingual here. So we can rotate this a little bit here. So let's hit cancel. Let's rotate that just a little bit here. Okay. Now I think I'm below yep, so I'm going to move it up just a little bit. And then extrude down again. And I think I'll accept that. Extrude down. And it gives you kind of like a little preview of where it's going to extrude down. This canine right here is not going to have too much underneath it, but that should be okay. And there you go. You have a model. Uh, so right there we got a little bit right there. Let's take a look here. Let's tilt the model a little bit more here. Let's do that, and then extrude down again. And don't forget, grab that plane. Now hit extrude down. Let's see what that gives us. And there we go. And you have a flat model if that's what you want. Now let me show a case where you can't get a very good flat model here. So, and that's where if you want a flat model like this, you're going to have to go to Mesh Mixer. New scene. Let's add. Let's look at this right here. So, import model. So, let's go to edit and merge. It's going to fill all that in. There we go. So, and if you're happy with that, you would just send that to like Preform or the Moonray software and put supports, and you would print that. But if we wanted a flat, let's see here. This one will be a little bit tougher to make, and I think this is one that we'd probably have to do in Mesh Mixer if we wanted a flat area here. Extrude down. Yes, because we lose some anatomy there. And that's one of the limitations of the software is right here. And we'll extrude down on that. And there you go. This would still work. You still have a nice flat area here, but it's not completely supported back here. If you put some supports back here, that would still work. I mean, this would still print. And if you're okay with it, it would work. But if you needed like everything to here to be flat down, that's where Mesh Mixer would come in, and you would have to actually use Mesh Mixer. So, hope this helps.